Another year is flying past. Faces come and go so fast, but some just have a certain lie.
Angeline, I need you to measure the distances between all 5 cargo holds. The company is asking for the distances between cargo holds. They'll need that info ASAP.
Aye, Captain, I'll get it done right away.
Time passes, and within less than 5 minutes, the cadet walks back into the bridge, handing the captain a sheet of paper with the measurements of the spaces between cargo holds.
Here you go, Captain. The distances between all 5 cargo holds, as requested.
Wait a minute. This is incredibly fast. How did you get all the measurements so quickly? I didn't even see you go down to the deck to measure them physically.
Well, sir, I didn't need to go down to the deck. I used the triangular scale from the chief officer. I simply measured the widths from the ship's plans.
The triangular scale, you say? That's clever. I should have thought of that myself. You've saved us quite a bit of time, Cadet.
Just doing what I've learned from the chief mate, sir.
That's some smart work right there. Good job, Cadet.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into an essential tool that makes a huge difference in how we measure and interpret ship plans on board. Yes, you guessed it, the triangular scale ruler. Whether you're working on a ship as an officer, in cargo management, or navigating technical drawings, this simple tool plays a key role. Let's find out why this instrument is so crucial for life at sea. First things first, let's break down what exactly a triangular scale is. This tool might look like just a fancy ruler, but it's so much more than that. A triangular scale, also known as a triangular architect scale, has a unique triangular shape with 3 different edges, each featuring a different set of measurements. These edges typically come with multiple scales, such as 1:100, 1:200, 1:250, 1:300, 1:400, and 1:500, allowing you to scale down larger diagrams into usable, real-world dimensions. And the best part, it's not just about using one set of measurements. You can pick the right scale for whatever kind of blueprint or drawing you're working with. Whether you're dealing with a cargo hold, a deck layout, or even an engine room, the triangular scale helps you get precise measurements directly from the drawing. Now let's get to the real meat of the discussion. How does this tool help us onboard the ship? Well, a triangular scale comes into play when we're reading and interpreting ship plans. Let's take a common example, measuring the width of a cargo hold, although it is already measured by the ship's maker. Let's say we're looking at a technical drawing of a cargo hold, or you can see the general arrangement plan displayed in the alleyway of the ship or inside the ship's office. These drawings usually show dimensions that are scaled down, say 1:200 or 1:300, so the actual size might not be clear at first glance. That's where the triangular scale shines. By using the scale on the blueprint, you can easily convert the measurements from the drawing scale to the real-world size, giving you the cargo hold's actual width, length, or depth without any guesswork. This is super important when you need to know exact measurements, whether for cargo planning, storage, or ensuring proper fit during loading and unloading. Without this precise tool, we'd risk errors in measurements, which could lead to delays or even costly mistakes. Speaking of errors, let's talk about why accuracy is so critical on board. When you're on a ship, especially during loading and unloading operations, the last thing you want is to miscalculate the size of a cargo hold. If the dimensions are wrong, you might end up with cargo that doesn't fit, or worse, cause damage to the ship. So, how do we apply this in the real world? Well, the triangular scale is an everyday tool for crew members involved in navigation, cargo planning, and ship design. For example, engineers use it to review the layout of a ship's structure, while deck officers may use it to measure spaces needed to be measured for some purpose, such as measurement asked by the company, agent, or authorities. I personally use this tool on board to measure and verify the width of a cargo hold before arranging large equipment or cargo inside. I check the scaled measurements on the blueprint, then use the triangular scale to confirm the actual width in meters. It's a simple but indispensable step to avoid mistakes. This is very important if you are new on board and you rely only from typewritten information from the previous officers and not the plan itself. Because there is not enough time to search for the ship's information from the plan, it is safe to check the typewritten measurements from the general arrangement plans using the triangular scale ruler. If you're ever involved in any kind of work related to ships or even technical drawings in general, a triangular scale is one of the most important tools you can own. Whether you're in the design phase, overseeing cargo, or conducting maintenance, this tool is going to help you make sure your measurements are on point. It's affordable, portable, and incredibly easy to use, making it a must-have on board the ship. So, next time you find yourself dealing with ship plans, whether you're drawing or reading them, remember, a triangular scale is the secret weapon that ensures you get the right measurements every time. So that's all for today's video. I hope you now see how important the triangular scale is in our day-to-day tasks on board the ship. From cargo planning to precise measurements, comment and subscribe for more tips and insights into life at sea. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them below. Until next time, stay sharp and keep sailing. Wait, before you go, I need to show how to measure the distance between the cargo hold number 4 and 5. This is from the general arrangement finished plan posted on the wall of the ship's alleyway, and also inside the ship's office. As you can see here is the plan viewed from the starboard side, and the scale is 1:200, meaning 1 meter is to 200 meters. In the triangular scale, it is shown as half centimeter is equal to 1 meter, so 2.5 centimeters are equal to 5 meters, as shown on the ruler itself. Now let's go to the top view of the plan. You can see that there is a line in the center, also measured 1 meter is to 200 meters, which is also half a centimeter is equal to 1 meter, or 2.5 centimeters is equal to 5 meters, as shown on the ruler. Now the distance between the cargo holds 4 and 5 is 10.2 meters, or if you wanted more accurate, is 10.25 meters. That is how to measure the distance you want to measure using the triangular scale ruler. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will find out someday how important it is to know about this instrument. Wait, before you go, I need to show how to measure the distance between the cargo hold number 4 and 5. This is from the general arrangement finished plan posted on the wall of the ship's alleyway, and also inside the ship's office. As you can see here is the plan viewed from the starboard side, and the scale is 1:200. Meaning 1 meter is to 200 meters. In the triangular scale, it is shown as half centimeter is equal to 1 meter, so 2.5 centimeters are equal to 5 meters, as shown on the ruler itself. Now let's go to the top view of the plan. You can see that there is a line in the center, also measured 1 meter is to 200 meters, which is also half a centimeter is equal to 1 meter, or 2.5 centimeters is equal to 5 meters, as shown on the ruler. Now the distance between the cargo holds 4 and 5 is 10.2 meters, or if you wanted more accurate, is 10.25 meters. That is how to measure the distance you want to measure using the triangular scale ruler. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will find out someday how important it is to know about this instrument.